Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. You're not seeing me. You should be able to see me just now. Okay, someone here says hello. Oh, we'll confused with the schedule. It's 7:30 p.m. Have many according with. Really? Let's see. Maybe I got it wrong. Did I? GenAI. Let's see. Hello. No. Okay, so I got this. Let's see. Let me share my screen so we can see the same thing. This one. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Global Hack Week schedule. It's tomorrow. Okay. We have a mini event here. What the heck? Now this is funny. What? Did I get it wrong? Monday, Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. Hello. Thank you for joining. We're just looking at this right here, which this makes sense. This was yesterday. 8 a.m. CST. Yeah, it's my time. 8 a.m. today. But it says tomorrow. Today's 13, it says 14. This is weird. There's no day 6. Day 6 is today. Oh no, actually there's a day 6. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's a day 6. That's weird. Should be maybe the mini event that we're referring to is like happened yesterday. But the dates are wrong. It should have been May 12 and here May 13 because today is May 13. I don't know. Yep, thanks for flagging this. I'll reach out to the maintainers of the page and I'll let them know. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So let me put this right here. Open my drive for the streams that I have. There we go. Awesome. So before we start, please, if you could register using this link. Awesome. Okay. So this is a two-part stream. This is the second part of the stream. We'll do a recap of what we did yesterday, and then we'll continue. Okay. Awesome. So slideshow this. Who am I? Whoever hasn't or doesn't know me or is the first time watching my streams, my name is Bully. My real name is Charbel. People call me Bully. I'm a streamer and a program coordinator here at MLH. I'm in love with choco chip and mint ice cream. People say it's like eating toothpaste. I usually say this. I don't think so. I don't know. I like it. Yeah. Maybe I'll change the fun fact each stream, so I say a different fun fact. Maybe another fun fact is that I have maybe 14 guinea pigs. Why? Because my mom bought 2, and they said it's 2 females. Well, it turns out that they weren't 2 females, and now I have 16. They're really cute. They have like long hair. But yeah, it's a mess. Cool. I'm a robotics and telecommunications engineer, and I love IoT. Everything that has to do with automating stuff, adding intelligence, or making smart things to other things. That's what I like. Here are my credentials, both GitHub and Discord. Okay, if you want to reach out, if you have questions about the MLH Fellowship, just let me know, and yeah, I can help you. Cool. So, please, if you have any questions, just let me know in the chat, and I'll answer them. Okay. Cool. So. Nice. What did we do yesterday? this is part of what we will be doing and what we did. Where can I see this? Ah, I know. Yeah, there you go. I don't want a lot of tabs. So maybe having my GitHub here. That's better. Okay. If you go to my repositories that you can find here. Yes. Like, yes, but in my mind, close up timer. In my mind, I thought we could do more complex things. Not only like build a 3D cube, but also like build a cheese with holes in it and cut the cheese. The LLM today failed horribly with me. I thought it was going to be an easy thing. It's just plugging in the LLM and making sure the prompt's okay. Voila. And the LLM is just not that smart. So let's fail miserably together, and I researched a bit, and I'll let you know what's the reasoning behind its failure. But yeah, like it can build a 3D cube easily. It cannot build something more complex. Yeah, at least now. Cool. Hey Tammy, welcome for part 2. Cool. So go to my GitHub, which I shared here. Oh my bad. Here. You'll see now. Okay. Cool. Go to my GitHub. You'll find Global Hack Week stream repo here. Yep. And you'll find all of the, like, each folder is a Global Hack Week that I've streamed. In this case, it's GenAI 2026. And you'll have these two. Ignore temp. Okay, I'll actually just get rid of temp. It helps me create a new folder. There we go. Awesome. So we have these two files. The file that we'll be modifying is FreeCAD class. In the file that we did, but we won't be modifying, is Flask backend. Okay. Hello. I'll let you know. Let's dive into this real quick. Can I zoom in? Can I? Ooh, what? Oh, no. Close. Okay. Control plus. Go. Quickly, let's go through it. We have Flask. Okay, we imported from Flask request, JSONify and save file. We also included this FreeCAD class. This FreeCAD class is the one that we wrote. This one right here. Okay. So in there, we have 3 endpoints. The first endpoint that we created is the health endpoint. This endpoint helps us make sure that our app is running smoothly. And if something fails and it doesn't crash, we can still see health. Okay, that means it failed, but it didn't crash. Then we have this /generate. This /generate, what it made is we requested the data.json. We got the prompt from the user. If we don't have a prompt, we return 400. First of all, we generate the steps with LLM using the prompt. We validate the steps. We check if the steps are okay. Each file that we create, because FreeCAD will listen or will obey a Python file that we create. So each Python file name is created using UUID, okay, which is a random ID selector giver. It's maybe not the best option. It's the simplest option. Just create a random number and assign it to a file, and just create a file based on that name. We have 2 files that we want to refer to, the fcstd file and the script path. Okay. Then we generate the script. So we open this script path and we inject to it this script content, which is given to us by the steps to FreeCAD script. Then, hey, anyone from India? Hey, by the way, thank you for sharing your LinkedIn. Anyone from India? Shout outs to India. Cool. Then we run FreeCAD. If everything is okay, we can run FreeCAD. If we get an error, then we just output the error, close FreeCAD, and voila. Yes. Well, that's a very good question. My honest answer is I'm not sure. So I haven't tested different LLMs that much to get different results. I've seen that DeepSeek, I think it's 8M. It ends with 8M. DeepSeek something 8M is good. We won't be using that one because it's too heavy, and yeah, it's too heavy for a stream. So no. We'll be using Llama and Model Sick, I think. I'll present it in a bit. But yeah, that's a good question. Cool, awesome. Those are the that's the Flask app that we're running in the backend. Okay. What's running FreeCAD is this file right here, which we'll modify today. So if you wanna just download the whole code, this is our starting point. Okay. We have a FreeCAD class. The class that we're using in the other file, we create directories and we make sure that directories exist. Here we mocked the LLM. Okay, so we didn't inject an LLM to this code. It just, let's say, not very smartly got the prompt from the user and then checked, hey, do we have a box? Or actually, do we have the word cube inside of the prompt? If we do, then we create a box. If we have a hole, then we create a hole. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure we also created cylinders, but yeah. Okay, so we validated the steps. The steps to FreeCAD. Okay, so we create the first 2 lines of the document are import FreeCAD import. The second line is create a new document, and I'll show you why we have to create a new document in Python. If we have a box, then we make a box. If we have a hole, then we create a hole. Voila. And then we show the results, recompute the results, and then save the file. Then we run FreeCAD. Okay, now this is a bit tricky. If you are in Windows, then you run this command right here. This one right here. If you are in Mac or Linux, you run this one. Okay, now I haven't tested the Mac or Linux command. I don't know if it works. I don't have a Mac, so I don't know if it works. I know that this one works, which is the Windows one. And in here, you have to put your executable for FreeCAD, okay? Cool, awesome. Now, what is FreeCAD? So let me just show you real quick. FreeCAD is this great, very interesting project, which is open source. You can build your own 3D parametric modeler. If you're into 3D printing, 3D modeling, and you know that both all of the SolidWorks, for example, all of the SolidWorks software, although it's great, it's not cheap. Like, it's beyond expensive. So for you to use this just either as a hobby or as an entrepreneur, I think it's a very, 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 very expensive software. So we have a beautiful open source community. Yeah, sure. Here it is. We have a beautiful open source community that created FreeCAD. Okay, in FreeCAD you can also contribute, making a pull request. So check this out. So they have a GitHub page, and you can check all of the issues here that you can contribute to, and this is cool, right? This is like giving back to community. So this is good. If you want to contribute to FreeCAD, please do. I want to do it, and I'll do it because I love the project. Okay, cool. So this is FreeCAD. Okay, you just click on download and then download it depending on your open source. I'm sorry, your software. What's the name of this? Your OS, your operating system. Sorry. And then this is how FreeCAD looks. Again, this is a recap. Okay, so there we go. If you remember in the code, we have this part right here where we say, hey, I wanted to open a new document. Why is this? Because FreeCAD, when you open it, this is the first thing that it gives you. You have to create a new document. Oh, my bad. File, new. And then you have this empty file that you can work with. Okay? We want this. If we ignore this line, then we'll try to draw and design in the intro page, which is not ideal. Okay, cool. So this is the what we did yesterday. Now let's work on the new things. Okay, the new code will be added to GitHub after the stream. I just wanted you to have this version of the code in case you didn't watch my stream yesterday. You can start from my starting point. Okay, cool. So let's see. Nope, this is my cheat sheet. Now this is very unfortunate. You know why? Because now I realize that I wrote. Okay, no, this is bad. This is not that bad, but this is bad. Let me just download the older version of this. Where do I have it? I think I have it in Drive, so it's easier. Give me a second, because I wrote the code for today's stream on top of the working folder that I had, and I didn't mean to do that. So give me a second real quick. It should be in stream. No, it should be not here. I think it's this one. Let's see. Give me a moment, please. I didn't think this was going to happen. This one. Download anyway. Let's see if this. I'll rename this one into FreeCAD class 2. I said FreeCAD class 2, and then the new FreeCAD class should be ideally here. Yes and no. Damn it. Okay, this is not the version that I wanted. Okay. We'll just fix it. Yeah. Okay, that was a bad move on my end. Okay, cool. Nice. So, okay, AI often makes mistakes in topological naming. How can we prevent the model from breaking when the Copilot makes a change to a FreeCAD object? Oh, because you do it sequentially. So it's not like it's bursting all of the commands. You have to sequentially have it create commands and then parse the command yourself, not connect the LLM directly to CAD. Okay, that's actually what this code does, which I'll rename now. And F2. There we go. Cool. In this case, you can see that in this part right here, we say, hey, for each action that we have, if the action is box, then we, the human, create the steps to create the box. Okay, that's the way. So it doesn't crash. In a way, even though AI doesn't know, and that's one of the problems. AI doesn't know or is not conscious of where to add stuff. It normally adds them randomly because it doesn't have notion of space, right? So if you tell him, hey, can you do a free CAD cheese, for example, it usually won't know if you don't give it specific directions how to do the things. So it'll create holes outside of the shape, stuff like that. Okay, cool. So, awesome. Let me open my cheat sheet and start from here. Let's see. Here it is. The first thing that we're going to do is rename this LLM generate steps to mock LLM generate steps. Okay, this is just a mock. We're not doing LLM here. Okay, cool. Now we are going to create the LLM generate steps, and then prompt that uses an LLM to create the steps for the users. There you go. So what we just did is if you downloaded the code from GitHub, you had an LLM generate steps. Please add mock underscore LLM generate steps, because we don't use LLM in this part. We're going to use LLM here. Okay, cool. So, for this, we're going to use Ollama. I'm using like a socket connection, and not directly with the LLM, but what the LLM outputs, we parsed it and then we send it to CAD through socket. I don't know. I guess we should try writing macro files. I would say it's actually the same in the backend. If you look at the shapes are as written as in macro files, like XYZ shape, and then the characteristics of the shape. I guess it's kind of the same. I don't know. That's a good question, but I don't know. We could try. You could try using macro files and injecting those macro files to FreeCAD and using this code right here, and with the same prompt, which result is better? But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Cool. Okay. So we're going to use Ollama. Ollama is an app, a free app that I found. Let's see, models. So we have lots of models in Ollama. I wanted to use either OpenAI's or Gemini's, but both of the APIs cost money, and this is the free best thing that I found, which is you're hosting your LLM in your computer, and you have lots and lots and lots of LLMs. Okay, now these LLMs are open source. These are not the best LLMs that you can get, but still they do stuff. Okay, cool. I want to download it, so here it is. Download Ollama, and when you get it, I downloaded it, but when you get it, you have to go to your terminal and then write Ollama and double check if it's running. It should be running. And it says, hey, chat with the model, launch OpenClaw, launch Hermes, and more. Okay, Control C, Ollama works. Okay, now after checking that Ollama is working, please do Ollama pull. Ollama I think it was 3.2, like this. Let me double check. Here it is. Yeah, Olama pull Llama 3.2. Hello. Hey, Karime. Yeah, you woke up early today. Yeah, in case you don't know, I know this person, okay? Yeah, so, okay, we do Olama pull Llama 3.2, hit enter, and wait for the whole thing to download, and we'll work with Llama 3.2, okay? So, going back to our code, let's start by trying to run the model. Okay, we should have Olama downloaded. We should have Llama 3.2 downloaded or pulled. Now we can use it. Okay. That remains to start carrying the bot. Carol the bot. Who is Carol the bot? Carol the bot. Is it like a? It's like a. Okay, I'm just reading it real quick. Oh. Is it like a? I don't know. Carol robot. Is it this robot that you're referring to, Tammy? I don't know. Is it like a maze solving robot? Not sure. I don't know. And do I? Who knows who? She knows me. I know her. So yeah. Cool. Okay. So try. Let's get the response from the user. Response equals requests the post, or actually we will post. We have to import requests. Request is post. Where will we posting? We'll talking to our LLM, and that LLM, when it's running, it's located here. / localhost. I think the port should be the same for everyone. 11434/API/generate. Okay, this is the port, or this is the URL that's running in our computer, our LLM. Okay, now JSON equals, I have this bad habit of always opening brackets instead of curly braces. There we go. Model equals Llama 3.2. Prompt is going to be self.llm prompt, which doesn't exist now. Plus, I usually don't know how to use a backslash with my keyboard. I always have the backslash here. I don't know. It's usually the button that's on the left side of one, but it doesn't do it. Like, I don't know how to find it. Oh, I think I do. Wait a minute. Backslash. Oh, backslash. Oh, okay. Alt-GR ? Wow. Okay. I think hashtag is. Oh, on Mac. I don't know if you have Alt-GR on Mac, but you can try Alt-GR 3. Maybe. But yeah, backslash is for me Alt-GR this. Okay. So Alt-GR. This is a string, by the way. // n / n, no space, user request // n. Okay, I'll let you digest that. The previous one was regarding to, Carol the bot. I know. I don't know. It was an educational program environment designed to teach beginners the fundamentals of coding. That's really cool. It's like a there's a web page called, not sponsored by the way. Um. Ooh. Ooh. I forgot. Ross Learning. Oh, here it is. The construct. So if you like robots, the construct is a very good way to start with ROS. You don't need a virtual environment nor anything. And you use robots that the construct gives you. Okay, and it's pretty cool. Some things are free, some things are not free. But yeah, definitely try this. And it sounds like your robot, Tammy, Carol. Okay, cool. Now that you digested this, then plus prompt. And then what we're doing is giving the LLM prompt, which is we're telling the LLM what it is, then our prompt. Okay, the LLM prompt is different from our prompt. Our prompt is create a box full of holes, but the LLM prompt should be, hey, you are a designer. You are working with FreeCAD and you have to design what the user asks you to. Yeah, we'll write the prompt later. Okay, cool. Now, last thing here is stream false. Okay, this prompt should be a string. There we go. Cool. So it's a JSON with the model, the prompt, and the stream. Okay, we don't stream lots of responses between ourselves. It's just one. Okay, cool. Now, data equals response, the JSON. We get the JSON out of this. And then content equals data in response. We break it down. Yeah. That's true. So it's easy to read for us. Yep, all good. And then, sadly, we have markdown formatting with LLMs. We have to remove that. So, markdown formatting. Okay. Content equals content that replace everything that has to do with backticks. Backticks. There you go. Backticks. Either 3 backticks, and then you write JSON. If we don't have this, then we ignore it. Okay, again, we're replacing this part right here with nothing. Why? Because it's markdowning that we are giving, or we're receiving a JSON. We don't want to mark down. Okay. Now, dot replace with nothing, basically, like this, and then again dot string, so we get a string out of it. Okay, cool. Now, parsed is JSON that loads. We're going to load it as a JSON content. Okay, wait a minute. Why did you unJSON it and then JSON it again? Because we are using JSON to create the steps here. We're expecting a JSON, so that's why. Okay, cool. So after parsed, stop.action equals parsed. What happens if this doesn't work? We get an exception as E, and then we do print Olama error and we return nothing. Okay, why? Because Olama failed. Either to load, either we run out of memory, something. We protect our Python using a try except, so it doesn't crash horribly. Okay, cool. Yeah, that should be it. That should be it for this part. Okay, now remember I said, hey, this self.llm prompt, which we have to do it here. Here, self.llm prompt, we have to create that. So, because the prompt is huge, let's just copy paste the whole thing and we'll read through it, okay? Cool. So, we'll create a new file, a Python file that just contains the prompt, so it's easy to read. So maybe point it, there we go. From prompt import prompt, okay? Now, can I share this? I think I share this on GitHub. This is the easiest way. Wait a minute. Let me share this on GitHub, and so y'all have it, okay? Should have shared this before. Let's see. Upload files. Choose. Here it is, prompt. Now, this prompt can be, it can be modified, yes. It can be written in a better way, yes. Please give it some time and experiment with that prompt so that you might have different results, okay? Cool. So, no, not here. Should be already in GenAI. You can find it in prompt.py, okay? Just make sure to have this prompt.py in the same folder as you have your project right here, okay? You can see prompt.py and FreeCAD class are in the same folder, okay? Awesome. So let's read through this. You are an expert mechanical CAD designer. Your job is to design interesting, realistic 3D mechanical parts using structured CAD operations. We have an important thing for the LLM to keep in mind. Designs must contain at least 4 operations. Use multiple primitives, which is different parts. Include support cylinders whenever possible. Include mounting holes for realism. Prefer complex layer geometry. Simple cubes are not acceptable unless explicitly requested. So it happened to me that I requested something and it just created a cube. So we just say, no, don't do that. Please give me something more interesting. Designs should resemble real mechanical parts. Okay, the output rules. Okay, and we're expecting an output that looks like this. A JSON with action, the action that CAD gets, length, width, height, as at least for a cube, for example. A hole should contain the action hole, diameter because it's a cylinder, depth, and its location. Okay, and that's what we are asking this this LLM to do, is only output valid JSON, no markdown, no explanations, just output a JSON array. Because sometimes LLMs tell you, yeah, hey, I love the idea. I will create the JSON for you. That piece of text is irrelevant to us. We don't want it. So we explicitly say, please only valid JSON. Now, the available operations are a box, cylinders, holes, and that's it. We just won't add more complexity to this because it'll be too difficult for the LLM to create something. So let's just keep it with box, cylinder, and hole. Now, the guidelines to follow are build parts from multiple primitives, use symmetry when possible, place holes intentionally, because sometimes the LLM just places them randomly, create realistic mechanical structures, use dimensions between 5 millimeters and 200 millimeters, include mounting holes for realism, add vertical supports or raise sections, and the complex designs are preferred over simple cubes. Yeah, so the LLM now knows how we want the things to be structured. And we add a good example. Now, I realized that adding an example helps in a way. It doesn't make it more accurate. It makes it a little bit more not accurate, but like in a way it gives the LLM some context for it to work, but it doesn't improve that much. Design a futuristic robot core, for example, and in this case, the output should look like this. Action box. The name of this should be base platform, and here are the dimensions. Action box, upper mount, length, width, height, XYZ. Can the AI design parts that fit together, a box and a lid together? Technically it should, because if they fit together, it means that the lid is maybe 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters bigger than your box. So it should fit. You should explicitly tell the LLM that it should create the box and the lid for that box. And we can try that. Actually, this is a good example. We'll keep this one as an example. We'll try it when this works. Okay, cool. And you can see here it goes with adding more stuff to it, holes, cylinders, and stuff like that. And that's an example of what we're expecting from the LLM. Now, here you have the prompt. So make sure to name it prompt like this, or just import it from GitHub. It should work. Okay. Now, you can see that we have the prompt, and that prompt is this LLM prompt. And after that, we add user request in our prompt. Okay. Cool. Now, a little bit of water. Okay, now we need to replace and rewrite some things. Starting with this part right here. So in lines, we'll have this line is good. This line is good. And now we need a result. We don't have a result yet. And shapes equals this. Okay, so we're adding a shapes dictionary and adding a result. In the end, our result is going to be the shape. Okay, cool. So now, what we did yesterday, all of this, let's get rid of it for now and start from scratch. Okay, don't get rid of the lines part and the return part, just what's inside of the for loop. Now, inside of this, if step in action double equals a box, and then we'll do it a little bit differently. We'll get the name. Name equals step dot get name. Or if we don't have a name, please add to box in number I. What does this mean? It means the name of this box is going to be box in I, which stands for the number that we're iterating at that moment, or the number iteration number. Okay, cool. Now, lines that append, F, and then we'll do name, whatever name of the part is, part with capital P dot make box, camel case. Inside of it, we'll add step in L for length, step, oh, my bad, step in width, and step, yeah, in height. Voila. Okay, now we also add the result, which is result equals name. Why is this? If we don't do this, when we reference the part in FreeCAD, FreeCAD won't have, or the name that FreeCAD gives to that part won't be the same as ours. And FreeCAD will say, hey, you're trying to create a hole in part 5, but I have part XYZ. We want to prevent that by making sure that the name that we give is the same name that we have and that FreeCAD has. Okay? Cool. So, lines that append. Now, this one's big. We have to do, we can translate. Translating means you have your object, it can either move or rotate, okay? We have it in move. We don't have it as rotating. So the LLM can do this, can do this, can do this, okay? So it has more freedom to design. Let's do F, or an F. String says name. That's why we need a name. That's why the result needs to have a name, because we're referencing this part. That translate. And now, like this. So, I'm sorry, this is what's like this. There we go. So it's just one string. So it's name the translate, and then under it, FreeCAD that vector. Under it, we get another string that says step.get the x value. If we don't have an x value, just put it in the center. Same thing for y. If we don't have a y, then we get 0, so it doesn't crash. And, my bad, open curly braces, step.get, same thing, but with z, comma 0. 0. Go. Now, outside of that lines that append, please add another lines that append. F, shapes, braces. You don't have, you have to use in this part single quotes. If you don't use single quotes, Python will mistakenly cut the string in half. Okay, so in Python, if you use a string like this, inside of these two brackets, or like not the brackets, the quotes, the two quotes, you can write a string, right? If you want to reference a string inside of the string, you can't do like this because this is not a complete string anymore. Now it's one string in another string. To do this reference, what you have to do, instead of using inside double quotes, use single quotes. See that they're even green. If I do this, they're in white because we just cut the string in half. Okay, that's what we want to prevent. That's why here you use single quotes. And then name equals name, like this. Go. Now, if I double equals 0, then it means we're in the first one. Lines that append. The result equals name. Else, lines that append. And this is interesting. Now we don't just add one part to this, we fuse them together. So we ask, hey, FreeCAD, please, the result I wanted to fuse with the name. Okay, so that's why we keep track of the name and the result, because in the end we're fusing parts together and we're referencing them separately, so FreeCAD can understand what we're doing. Okay, nice. That's for one part. Now, what about a cylinder? If actually not, LF step in action double equals cylinder, then same thing, get the name of the part. And remember, the name, we're expecting a name to be a string. For example, in this case, the name can be base platform. The name is upper mount. This name is central core. Okay, go. So for the name, again, we do name equals step dot get name. And if we don't get a name, the other option it will do, again, is this is going to be CYL for cylinder underscore open curly braces and I. So we keep track of the shapes. Cool. Now, lines that append F name equals part that make cylinder. And inside of this, we'll do, why did I write it like this? That's weird. Oh yeah, I got it. Single quotes F, single quotes. Now, why are we referencing again this? Because we're adding this line to our new Python version of the of this whole script, and this is the script that's going to be read and used by FreeCAD. Okay, that's why we're using again an F here, because this F is outside in our Python. We wanted to make sure that this F is inside of that Python. Okay, so step radius, there we go. And we also need height. check all of the closings. Yep, should be good. Okay. Now, line setup end, a new one, the big one for this one, F name that translate on the right. Oh, my bad. Careful here. Open a parentheses, but don't close it. After this, F FreeCAD.vector and open another parentheses. The next line is another F string that contains the location. Steps dot get X. Oh, actually, no, without the, it's a function, it gets X or nothing. Okay. Step again. Sorry. Same thing for Y. If you don't have a Y, or for some reason Y doesn't exist, we give it a default value of 0. And the last value is Z value. For those who are wondering what the Z value, what are we using the Z value for? Usually in CAD design, usually, we always stick to the Z being your third dimension. First and second, like the drawing dimensions, are X and Y. Some people are used to doing it like this, where Z is part of X. So it's X and Z, and Y is the third dimension. In this case, we're not using it that way. We're using Z as the third dimension, okay? Cool. Now, lines that append shapes in, oh, there's actually shapes in single quotes, name, equals name inside of the string. Cool. Actually, no, it's inside of these. There we go. Now, same thing as before. We check if it's the first thing that we did. If it's not, please, FreeCAD, fuse the things. So if I double equals 0, then lines that append F result equals name. Else lines that append, and the command will be the same as before. Result equals result.fuse name, like this. Yeah, all good, all clear. Nice. So, what happens if instead of a cylinder, instead of a box, we actually have a hole? LF step in action double equals hole. Then what we do is we don't need a name for this, because it's a hole is not a shape by itself. It's just, well, a hole, right? Like it's not a shape by itself. It's a shadow, if you want to see it that way. A shadow is not a shape. It's a lack of something. Okay, so we don't need the name here. Actually, no need of name, because it's not a shape. Cool. So lines that append F, we'll call it hole in I. equals part that make cylinder. Now, careful with this part. This is confusing. You have to do single quote F single quote again instead of curly braces. Oh, thanks, Sammy. All cool. Nice. Instead of these, you do step, square braces, diameter. Yeah, exactly. It's like a, again, it's like a shade, it's just a lack of space, basically. FreeCAD doesn't interpret them as shapes. It's just, how can I say this? Like a shadow, it's a shape, a shapeless shape, if you want to see it that way. But yeah, it's weird. Cool. Sorry. Nice. So, lines that append. Actually, no. Sorry. It's diameter. I just missed the whole command here. Over 2. Then outside of your curly brace, type a comma, and then open a new, or no, single quote, F single quote, open a new curly brace, and inside you do step, depth. Okay, that means we want the radius of our cylinder to make a hole, and then we want the depth. Okay, cool. So now we'll append hole in I dot translate in case we want to move it. The step, actually it's a FreeCAD vector, so it's FreeCAD dot vector like this, and then F, open curly braces, and then do step dot get as previously. It's a function. We get the X value. If you don't get it, get a 0. Okay. Same thing for Y. And same thing for Z. There we go. Should be good. Okay. Actually, there's a bug. I didn't see something. Wait a minute. After each step, after each X or Y, please add a comma and then a space. Comma, space, not with this one, okay? Same thing here. After X, please comma, space, comma, space. There we go. And this last one too. And I just realized that you can see that we are opening here a parentheses. This needs a parentheses too, but we're not closing them. Close them at the end of the line here. There you go. For each one, please close it. I missed that part. Vector needs, this needs to have parentheses. There we go. And close them just at the end. There we go. Yeah, makes sense. So what we changed is after translate, you need a parentheses. After vector, you need this parentheses right here. But we never closed them, and that would have been an error. So close them just right here, okay? And then lines that append F result equals result.cut hole in I. I said in I. There we go. No square braces, just like that. Yeah, that should be good to go. Yep, cool. Any questions here? We'll give it the first try now. No, all good. I hope everything's good. I think I should have everything working now. Hopefully. Yeah. Let me double check real quick. Okay, let's just try it now. Let's see if our prompt works. So to try this out. Oh, by the way, if you don't have it, whoever didn't watch yesterday's stream, you should have your terminal like this, pointing to your working directory. Please create a virtual environment. So you do pi-m venv env. This is for Windows. Okay, I won't do it because I have one already. If you're in Mac OS or Linux, you do source env slash, no, I'm sorry. You do Python 3 dash m venv env like this. If you're in Mac or Linux. Now, to activate this, it's env scripts activate for Windows. For Mac or Linux, you have to do source env slash bin, no, yeah, slash bin slash activate, like that. Okay, cool. You'll see a greenish env here. After that, you'll do pip install. You have to install Flask, requests, and Flask. Okay, so you do Flask, requests. In my case, it's already satisfied. I tried it before, so it should be in my environment. But for you, it might take some time, so I'll give you like 1 minute for it to download. And if you have any questions about the code, just let me know before we actually run it. I know it's a lot, but bear with me, okay? Cool. You know, I assume everything's good. So, to run this, wherever you have your environment already set up, do you use UV Package Manager? Okay, I should. I don't, but I should. What you can do with pip, you can do pip freeze, caret, and then requirement.txt, like this. If you hit enter, you see it didn't output anything, but you can see that my Visual Studio has now something called requirements.txt, and it automatically captures all of the libraries that you are using and puts them here. I should use UV. It's more stable. It's better. I'm just not used to it. But yeah. That's, if you're using UV, it's better. Cool. Okay, nice. So with this, we'll do Pi or Python 3 if you're in Mac or Linux, and we'll run the Flask first. Flask hasn't changed. Everything should be as we left it yesterday. Now, here comes the fun part. I need this right here. No, it's this one right here. So this is for Windows users. I'll paste it here. And that's for Windows only, okay? For Mac, I think it's this one. Tammy yesterday said you had to add something at the end. I think it's this thing. I don't know if that's correct. At least up until the curly brace, closing the curly brace, it's partially good. You need to add like the content type and then application JSON. That's what Tammy said yesterday. I don't remember the exact way of doing it, but the last command that I shared is for Linux or Mac. Okay, cool. Now, let's see. Let's generate a 10 by 10 by 10 cube with a hole in the center. Let's see what happens. By the way, this is running. We can check our health endpoint. If in your localhost you type /health, it says status OK. So even though this is not found, the API is running. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Ready for the errors? I am. Okay. Some speech marks. Okay, thanks, Sam. Okay, it's loading the whole thing. It might take a little more time for you, depending on your computer's power. Okay. No errors. That's weird. Okay, remember scrolling. If you scroll up or down, it's zooming in or zooming out. And click on your scrolling button and drag for you to move. Okay. Yeah, no errors. Tammy, nothing to count today. Okay. There's a cube. If you want to rotate, click on your scrolling button and then click on your right click. Okay. Oh, there's a hole. See that? Now we said, hey, a 10 by 10 by 10 cube with a hole in the center. Let's try something a little bit more fancy. Let's see. Close FreeCAD. There we go. Now, a 10 by 10 by 10 cube with a hole in, or let's actually see if it can create a dice. So a 10 by 10 by 10 cube with holes in all of its faces. From 1 hole to 6 holes, like a dice. Will it do it? I don't know. Let's see. Yep, you can do it. It's thinking. It's complicated, but it's doing it. Now let's see. Opening FreeCAD. Okay, let's see what happened. Now, say what? Now, this is the downside of this. And that's why at the beginning I said, please accompany me to fail miserably. You need to be super duper specific to the LLM for it to kind of get it. So let's try to see if we can have a dice. This is what it actually did. It's a 10 by 10 by 10 cube, which is correct, but it didn't create a hole in each face like a dice. So let's see if we can prompt it to do so with a better prompt. Okay. So maybe the prompt should be a 10 by 10 by 10 cube with a whole cube, comma. Maybe we should add create a hole in one of the faces. Let's do like a 1 radius hole. 1 radius hole with 3 depth or 2 depth. This is the same thing. In one of the faces, create the same dimension holes. This time, 2 of them in another face. Create the same dimension holes. In another phase, this time 3. Please rotate the cube maybe 90 degrees when you place the holes. Let's see if we can get it to create a dice. I'm positive we won't be able, but we'll try. Let's see. Let's wait a little bit more. Okay, opening FreeCAD. New FreeCAD. Yeah, see, it's not. So what the heck, right? Like, yeah, no, it's not getting the idea. So, yeah, no. And you can see, and I actually asked myself, hey, maybe I'm getting it wrong. Or maybe I am. Wait a minute. Hole diameter 20. Hole diameter 20. Hole diameter 20. We didn't have any holes, right? Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing it wrong. Oh, no, it's fine. Ah, I got it. Wait. I know why. Because I changed the name. And this should be FreeCAD class. Usual FreeCAD class, not the one that I had before. Ah, okay. Let's try it again. Okay, let's try it again. Maybe we'll have errors this time, Tammy. That's why we didn't have errors, because we used the one that I was using before. Let's see. Maybe? Yeah. Told ya. Non-type object. Success error. Line 43 in generate. Success error. FreeCAD. Run FreeCAD. Let's see. If not success, we have to check run FreeCAD. Not this one. Should be this one. There we go. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. I'll just get rid of that. And this should be indented. Get rid of this. Okay, that should be good. Let's try it again. Let's see. What I did was remove. It said if open. Then. Okay, no errors. FreeCAD is on. Yeah, okay, errors. Invalid syntax. Perhaps you forgot a comma. Can you see it here? Outputs, blah, 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 blah. Parts make cylinder, backslash, and something. Tammy says excited to see errors. Maybe this hashtag it is. Prompt regression, okay. Maybe? Let's see it again. I forgot about the error. It said I missed a comma. Comma, not comma, that's fine. Comma, no. Comma, it's good. I feel like it's in this part right here. I feel. Let me double check my cheat sheet. If you see me missing a comma, pesky comma. Yeah, it's always the pesky comma. Let's see. FreeCAD class 2. If you see where the comma is missing, let me know. here. This is good. Comma is good. Comma is good. Comma is good. Comma is good. Comma. What? Did I get the error in the? I should have. I didn't. Okay, that's not fun. Let's see. Do it again. Let's see if I get the error now. Okay. CAD. Okay, it says exception while processing files. File outputs blah blah blah. Perhaps you forgot a comma. Output / blah 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 dot py. Hole 1. Part makes cylinder. Okay, in part makes cylinder. No. If you see here, it says part that makes cylinder, and then it gives us the coordinates. That's where the error is. So it's either here or in the cylinder part. Part that makes cylinder, it's fine. F step diameter, comma, that's good. Step depth. No, should be good. Wait, what? Is it in the cylinder part? Wait, what? Dude, always the commas. Where do I? It says line 10, but line 10 of maybe if ellipse step action nibble equals whole section. This line. This one. I think it's. I also think it's here. Tammy says line that a pen. Maybe this part right here. Do I need a comma? I don't think I need a comma at the end. Dang it. I don't know. Oh, we were so close. Wait a minute. Part makes cylinder. That's good. Diameter step. Let's rerun it again. Where's the CAD? Come on, again. Again. This happens, okay? This happens and it's horrible. You have to debug it. If it takes me a lot of time, I'll just copy paste the template that I have. But yeah, I shouldn't. Face 1 cylinder. It says make cylinder F1, comma 12, backslash N15.4. Perhaps we got a comma. Oh, great. View data. It says cylinder. In where we're creating a cylinder, there's an error. It says F step radius, step height. What? I'm not getting it. I'm just getting it from here. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just too weird. If it's the cylinder, then I'll just get the cylinder part of it. I don't know. The whole thing. Should be the same. What's the difference? I don't know. Let's see. We'll run. Let's test. Will it work? I don't think so. But let's see. If not, then we'll just... Oh. Now it's a hole. What? Did I mess everything up? Okay, I'll do something I usually don't do, but I just don't want to waste time on this. Let's see. From box to hole. Everything is going to be rewritten. There we go. Just in case, Control C this and rerun it. I don't think so. Yeah. That's what I see. I don't think it's missing a semicolon. Okay, now rerun this. Let's see if it works. Please work. Opening FreeCAD. What? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't know where the comma was, but I don't see holes. Did we create holes? Yep. No holes. Yeah, well, who is, but check this out. It's not a dice, and I don't know why it created this. So, the bad thing about this is that our models are not super complex. So let's add a new model. Please, in your terminal, type Olama, pull, and then the name of the model is, I forgot it, the name. Oh no, it was Mistral. Okay, so go and pull Mistral. Here, I have it pulled, so it's already what? Should work for you. I think because I pulled it, it's not working, but I have already Mistral in my terminal. It takes a little bit of time, so just be patient. And then let's retry this with another prompt. So maybe actually Tammy had a prompt. Wait a minute. Okay, box and a lid. Let's see if it can do it. We have to be super duper specific about it. So a box, I don't know, 20 by 20 by 30 by 15 box with a lid to it. It has to be able to fit the box. As a topper. Is this how you write a topper? A topper? Let's see what it does. Now, this is the bug that I had, and I don't know how to solve. It's either our program, or it's either the AI is not mapping itself correctly in FreeCAD. Great, now we have an error. I clicked on the error and the error just disappeared. Let's run it again. And yeah, that happens. Okay, running FreeCAD again. Let's see if we get the error. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Okay, it created either the box or the lid, and not the whole thing. Yeah. Sorry, Tammy. Our box is not there, even with Mistral. So what I'd be doing is I'll go here, I'll do all llama best models to design a CAD part. Let's see if we can find something. And okay, we have OpenSCAD. For example, we have C3D, but that's for CAD specifically. Let's see what we have with Olama. Is there a model that works good? Come on, think. There we go. Maybe DeepSeek. Yeah, that's weird. The mysterious comma that we have there floating. It's weird. Let's try a DeepSeek V4 Pro. Please don't. There we go. Usage is extra high. Careful. Can I pull this? Llama pull DeepSeek V4 Pro. No. Llama pull DeepSeek V4 Pro. Do we have to pay? I think we have to pay for this one. Oh, that's bad. Just real quick with Figma. $80 of VRAM. Oh, yeah, no. Should we do this? I'll do this. Maybe this works. Maybe, I don't know. It's the hunt for the best model there. My fans are going to, oh, my bad. My fans are going to spin like crazy now. Let's see if we'll get an error for sure. We didn't. What? Oh, I know why. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, I know why. We got in free class 2. We want it here. That's why it worked. Let's see. There we go. That should be good. Will that work? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, by the way, hi. Okay, will this work? I don't know. It's just hunting for the best. Oh, but what? That's. I do have action. Should I start here? Action equals this? Maybe? Okay, running FreeCAD. Okay, careful. Olama error response. We didn't get any response from Olama. So this DeepSeek V4 Pro Cloud, we can use it. The only one that I'm able to use is Mistral or Llama 3.2, and it doesn't really work. Yeah, that's failing with me trying to create a CAD LLM Copilot. Yeah, I think I want to add some visuals to this, but I don't know if we have enough time. Yeah, no, it's weird. It's not doing anything. At least it's doing something. Now, I think the model is the one that's not running correctly. Um, so I think we hit a dead end because the model is just parsing it this way. I think we have to fine tune the model. And then after fine tuning, I think we can maybe get a model specifically for a CAD Copilot. I think that's overcomplicated. At least, we can control FreeCAD with Llama or Mistral. But yeah, I think I'm hitting a dead end here and I thought it was going to work. I said, hey, either Llama, which is Meta's AI, or Mistral are going to work. Either I'm being overly descriptive or underly descriptive that this happens. And it's creating holes where it shouldn't. It's weird. I think we need some fine tuning for this. But hey, at least we give it a try. Yeah, any questions? Yeah, woohoo, but not a very good woohoo, Tammy. It didn't work. Like we could web app this whole thing, but to be honest, I don't see why. I think in the terminal looks good. But yeah, any questions? Again, this is going to be all on GitHub, okay? And yeah, it even works. It works with easy things. Like if we do, I don't know, a box with a cylinder in the middle. Maybe this would work. This should work. Let's see. At least if it can put a box in a cylinder on top of it, I'm happy with that. Yeah, it can't. It doesn't get it. It either it's here or the cylinder is way in another place in space. It's weird. It's just weird. Let's just change it to Llama. I think Llama did a better job. Let's see if that works. Let's see what Llama does, just for fun, and that's it. Whoa. Okay, that's actually pretty close. It's a cylinder in the middle of the box. How was that prompted? Okay, in the cylinder in the middle, that's my bad. Maybe I should do discard, discard. Maybe I should do like on top. Like this, maybe? Maybe Llama is better than Mistral, and I read that Mistral was better than Llama for this. Shoutouts to kudos to Meta. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. That looks way better than anything that we've seen so far. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it's the LLM. I think the LLM is not getting the idea. Maybe it's the prompt. We can make it better. I won't waste any more time just trying to figure out what the prompt can be. But yeah, that's how it is. That's how it works. Sure, awesome, cool. So please leave some feedback for these two-part streams in. I have a banner specifically for that. Check this out. I don't have a banner. I do have a banner. I should have a banner. I don't. Great, I don't. Global hack week. There we go. Here it is. So please leave me some feedback here. All of the codes again will be posted in my GitHub account, which is right about here. This is where all of the codes will be. Fuck. Cool. And yeah, thanks so much for joining. I'm ending this stream a little bit earlier. But yeah, I've hit a dead end. I thought I could use DeepSeek. I can't. It seems that I have to pay or something doesn't. The event doesn't show up on the feedback page. It's still, again, I'm sorry, Tammy. Let me just see if I can contact Mary now. Let's see if I can tag them real quick. This survey. Updated. Is there a new one? Cool. Let's see if there's a new one, Tammy. I don't think so, but just in case, if you could check either today or tomorrow, maybe it's going to be updated. Hopefully, I just raised it again, raised the flag again. Yeah, let's see if there's a new one, or if this is the one, but it's not updated. Okay, please stay tuned to Discord, and yeah, leave me feedback when you can, please, and when it's available. But yeah, thank you so much. I won't be streaming for like 3 months. I'll see you in 4 months. Because the MLH Meta Fellowship, the PE program is going to start. And yeah, Tommy, I think you're a great fit for being a fellow. So if you're interested, just let me know on Discord. And yeah, I'll be seeing you around like August, September-ish. But yeah, thank you so much and see you around. Bye bye.